Shalom. Good morning, sir, and good morning, all of us. We are from Group 4. In this video, we want to explain about equivalence at word level. The second, equivalence above word level. The third, grammatical equivalent. The fourth, textual equivalent. The fifth, format equivalence. And the sixth is dynamic equivalent or pragmatic. But before we start our explanation, we want to introduce ourselves. My name is Diana Kristanti Sihombing with the register number 18120051. And my friends are Marcella Anggita Putri Sihombing, Lena Widiawanti Manjuntak, Benedictus William Nenggolan, and Surya Kelana Tua Tampu Bolon. Okay, we want to start it now. The first about Baker 2001 with the title Equivalence at Word Level. Word is the smallest unit which we would expect to possess individual meaning. Language is an arbitrary system. One thing has many different names in the target language, which express the same meaning to source language. This is called non-equivalence that will create problems in translation process. The translator should have any strategies to accomplish the translation to make the best equivalence on the lexical meaning for the word. By using generalizations or specifications for intended meaning, Baker, for the example, the word right can be translated into benar or hak in bahasa Indonesia. Okay, for the next explanations will be continued by Lena Widiawanti Manjuntak.
Hello, I am Lena Widiawanti Manjuntak, register number 18120038. I explain about number 2 equivalence above word level. Baker 1909 and to the 5 write that this kind of equivalence looks more at combinations of words and phrases in line http://acorbit.com journal 40equiv.htm. Baker argues that apart from having individual meanings, words together with other language components can be combined to contrast meanings, provided that those words are made in the correct from a given language. Differences in lexical patterning of source language and target language may result in difficulties encountered by translator. Lexical patterning deals with collocation, idioms, and fixed expression. Okay, in this slide it can be explained that the meaning of word in other language can be combined into contrasting meaning as the are made correctly from a particular language. Differences in lexical patterns can affect the source language and target language so that it can lead to difficulties faced by our translator when they translate. The lexical patterns are associated with collocation, idioms, and fixed expression.
Okay, the next, grammatical equivalence. Baker explained that it describes the variety of grammatical categories, which may or may be expressed in a different language, and the way of this area of language structure affect decision in the process of translation. different in the grammatical structures of the source and target language often result in some change in the information content of the message during the process of translation. This change may take the form of adding to the target.
Okay, sir, I'm Suryakelana. I will read the next slide. Becker writes that this type of equivalence refers to the equivalence between a SL text and a GL text in the term of information and cohesion. Texture is a very important feature in translation, since it provides useful guidelines for the comprehension and analysis of the source text, which can help the translator in his or her attempt to produce a cohesive and coherent text for the target language audience in a specific context. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Benedictus and I want to continue. Then the next, dynamic equivalence, also called pragmatic equivalence. Pragmatic equivalence looks at how texts are used in communicative situations that involve fixed variables such as writers, readers, and culture context. In other words, pragmatic equivalence focuses on implied meaning.
Okay, the next number 2, dynamic equivalent or pragmatic. Pragmatic equivalence look at how texts are used in communicative situations that involves variables such as writers, readers, and culture context. In other words, pragmatic equivalence focus in.
Okay, sir, and all of my friends, I think all of that about our explanations. And the last we say thanks for watching and shalom.